Why did news have to break at 1 in the morning?
Inside, and a beauty! Hall running free! Brees Hall inside the 10! He's gonna score!
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Talking Jets with Tigo. My name is Tigo, and I'm not normally my high-energy self because it is 2 in the morning. My baby woke up because he soiled himself, and I had to change him and put him back to sleep. And when I went to go put my head back on my pillow, I saw a DM from our good friend Gunny from New York Jets Situation Report. And it was a report and a tweet from a man named Charles Robinson, a current writer for Yahoo Sports. And it's a big deal. And that's why we're making this video at 2 in the morning. And a great way to appreciate and show your appreciation for the late breaking news at any hour of the day is by hitting the like button and dropping a comment. And that's it. And if you want to subscribe, I wouldn't mind it. But apparently, and this is verbatim, this is the tweet by Charles Robinson, a deal between the Packers and the Jets to swap Aaron Rodgers for 2 high draft picks is taking shape. But one lingering hangup is whether the Packers will agree to some draft give-back protection if Rodgers doesn't play in 2024. He goes on to the article to explain and to essentially take a deep dive and have a conversation about the trade compensation. And right now, from what he says is multiple sources that have confirmed to him and to Yahoo Sports, is that the trade has essentially been boiled down to a second-round pick in this year's draft, in the upcoming draft a month from now, and a 2024 second-round pick, a conditional second-round pick. And here's where the sticking point takes place. The Green Bay Packers want a straight-up pick for 2024. They want the first-round pick in 2024 straight up, where the Jets want to put a bunch of conditions on the pick in 2024, and they want draft compensation in 2025 if Aaron Rodgers does not come back for the 2024 season. And so the way that it would work, according to the article, is if the Jets get their way, the trade package would be this year's second, a conditional second next year that turns into a first. And here are the conditions that he laid out as being the ones that are being talked about as achievable team performance escalators. As one, either being a divisional playoff game being hosted at home by the New York Jets, or an AFC championship berth. If either one of those two things happens, it turns into a first. And if Aaron Rodgers doesn't play in 2024, some version of 2025 draft compensation would come to the New York Jets, probably in the form of a second-round pick. Where the Green Bay Packers, if they had their deal, it would be a second and a first, straight up, no conditions, no nothing. They don't want give-back protections, anything like that. And the thing that I find very, very interesting here is the fact that that's the sticking point. And the New York Jets are using Aaron Rodgers' Pat McAfee performance or show or interview, and what he said that he was 90% ready to retire when he went into the darkness retreat. And they don't feel that it would be fair to give up assets in 2 back-to-back drafts without for 1 year of a quarterback where, like, they're going to be able to take advantage of it for 2 years. They should be able to get something back in return in that case. Now, we all saw the meetings and the conversations and everything that took place at the owners' meeting, and I think this is a great opportunity for this deal to get nailed out. Ultimately, I think they're going to meet somewhere in the middle. I think for the Jets to be asking for pick protection, I don't think they're going to get it. I understand why Joe Douglas is asking for it, and if I was the general manager of the New York Jets, I would also be asking for it. And I understand why the Brian Gutekunst and Green Bay Packers are asking for just a straight shot of just picks, no conditions. And I think where you meet is somewhere in the middle. I think the pick 43 is gone. That's going to Green Bay. That's written in stone. It's one of the reasons why we traded Elijah Moore. They're not going to receive any players in this trade. By players, I mean the Green Bay Packers aren't going to receive any players, which I think is a big point because that lets us leverage our guys and our assets. Corey Davis probably isn't long for this team, but a lot of people are expecting a cut. There's value in Corey Davis for football teams out there, and you could probably trade him away for like a third or a fourth round pick. And what do we not have in this year's draft? A third. That's a video for a different that's a topic for a different video. But I ultimately think that what we're going to find out is by the end of this week is that a trade is done. It's confirmed, and that the trade package is this year's 43, next year's third that can turn into a second or a first if one of two things need to happen. It's a straight up third if he doesn't come back. Doesn't matter if we achieved any of the other things. If he doesn't come back or doesn't confirm that he's coming back to the roster by X date, it's a third round pick. If he is coming back and we, let's say, made the playoffs, it's a second round pick. And if he's coming back and we made an AFC championship game, it's a first round pick. I think those are probably what you're looking at, because now everybody kind of wins. You don't have to deal with any of that protection or anything like that. The Jets get protected if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back. The Green Bay Packers get really, really high assets in the trades and all of those things. And I think it just works out for everybody if that's what the trade package is. I'm really curious to hear what you guys think the trade compensation going to be, what it's going to be. So let me know in the comment section below. And that's really it, guys. I'm really excited about this news. I wish I could be more high energy, but like I said, it's 2 a.m. I'm exhausted. I'm going to go back to sleep. So thanks for watching, and go Jets.